Well, hello everybody. John Hunt here from MarketingPlanGuide.com, welcoming you today for our next edition of Marketing Plan Q&A. We do this every Monday at 3 o'clock Central Time, and we go for a half an hour. I get as many questions as I can in that half an hour live here. Purpose of this session today and of every Monday we do this is to allow you to ask any question related to creating your marketing plan. And you don't have to be on the call live. We will take your questions in advance and pre-submitted, and we will do questions live, time permitting. And I've got a lot of questions, a lot of people lined up for today. The first question I have today is, what is the most cost-effective way to renovate a website? Okay, that's a great question. A lot of people rush and get their websites set up, or maybe they're in a version 1.0, something they set up a few years ago. You know, times change and technology changes. It's kind of like a car. I don't know how many times you can put baling wire or duct tape on it to keep it running, but really, the first question you need to ask yourself, though, is, what are the important things that you want your website to accomplish? So you need to have some goals for your website. So why don't you make a list of those goals, and especially if there's a purpose that you'd have your website serve, make sure those things are addressed first as you get into the design process. Before you ever either hire a designer or start making the changes yourself, make sure the purpose for doing it is laid out well. And then what I would do is, when I see the words most cost effective, that typically means that you are probably on a tight budget. I recommend right now to anybody who is on a tight budget to go with a free option. And the free option that I'm going to recommend to you is using the WordPress blog format. And you can find out more about that at wordpress.org. But if you have a hosting company, almost all of them allow you to add a WordPress blog formatted website template right onto your existing hosting account. So very easy to install. You can go onto YouTube and type the words, install WordPress blog, and probably see 200 videos on how to do it. Very easy to do. So once you have that initial WordPress blog installed, and don't let the word blog kind of get you spooked or whatever. You don't have to be a blogger to use blogging, a blogging format. What this allows you to do really, though, is create two different kinds of content on your website. There are posts, which are date-sensitive kinds of pages, which will have a date associated with them. And one thing about posts, and say you want to add content to your website and you use a post, search engines love blog posts. Now, again, you don't have to have a blog. You could just have, a tip of the week or whatever you want to call it. You don't have to call it a blog, but by using posts, you're gonna please the search engines because they see that as fresh content. But the other piece to the blogging platform are just static pages. So you can set up your entire website using pages on a blog to create whatever it is that you want on your site. Now, I'm not going to get into a whole tutorial here on how to do a WordPress blog. There's plenty of that out there available as well. But one of the nice benefits of a WordPress blog platform is that you can get themes for it. And there's thousands of free themes that already have a lot of the design piece built right into it. If you want a menu on the left or you want a menu on the right, and so many of these you can download for free. Now, I use a theme called the Socrates theme, which is very flexible in its design. Now, it's a premium theme, so it costs, I don't know, it's like $50. If you want to find out how to get a hold of that, just send me an email, johnhunt@marketingplanguide.com. But anyway, this allows you to create some flexibility on where you place your menu, and if you want a header graphic or if you want certain things along the side. So I would say that if you are looking to really keep costs down, get WordPress installed on your domain, and then find a theme, either a free one or one of the premium ones like Socrates. And again, if you want to find out, you can let me know. I'll get a hold of the link for you on that, or you can just Google it. And then then you at least have a good stable way to create the shell of your website. But before that, of course, you got to do your design. Now, if you're not a designer, don't fret or don't worry about it. Another cost-effective way is to maybe go to a local art school or, even a local college and go to the art department and say, hey, would you like to have a couple students work on this? Find an intern, someone who can maybe spend some time designing. The nice thing about using a WordPress platform, though, is all you really need to design is the header graphic. And that's something you can simply have a graphic designer do very cost efficiently. And then really the rest of the site design is handled by the theme that you install. So anyway, there's also some other web resources out there. There's a website called webstarts.com, WEBSTARTS.com. And by using that platform, and there's you can get it free if you want. There's also for $4 or $6 a month they'll include hosting. That's another really cost-effective way, and they have some templates built right in. It's not the WordPress kind of format, but so anyway, that's cost-effective. You should be able to build a website for under a couple $100. Totally from scratch if you're looking to just save money. Now, of course, websites, we covered this in one of our other Q&As, and if you look at our YouTube channel, which is youtube.com/marketing plan guide, you can see the video and the question regarding kind of how you go about costing out the cost of doing a new website. So hopefully that answered your question on what is the most cost-effective way to renovate a website. Until next Monday, John Hunt here from marketingplanguide.com saying so long and have a great day.